Have you ever looked into the eyes of the person you love most and realized you were staring at a complete stranger? The night everything broke was a Tuesday, sitting in our kitchen in Chicago, staring at a phone screen glowing at 2 a.m., while the silence of the house felt like it was crushing my ribs. Sarah was supposedly 300 miles away in Indianapolis, sitting by her mother's bedside after a supposed emergency, but as I sat there, her mother's name flashed on my own screen. She was calling me, asking if Sarah had arrived home safely, because she hadn't heard from her in 3 days. In that single frozen moment, the floor beneath my life simply ceased to exist. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel. Tell us where you're from and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. The lie was so effortless. Sarah had packed a bag, kissed me at the door of our home on Oak Street, and wiped a fictional tear from her eye, claiming her mom's heart condition had flared up. I was the supportive husband, the guy who stayed behind to work double shifts at the firm so we could afford the life she demanded. But that 2 a.m. call changed everything. When I answered, her mother's voice was shaky, but not from illness, just confusion. "Mark, is Sarah there? I've been trying her for days. I thought maybe she was surprising me for her birthday, but she never showed." I felt a coldness wash over me that I didn't know was possible. I lied to her mother. I told her Sarah was asleep and would call her in the morning. Then I went to work. I didn't scream. I didn't smash things. I opened our shared laptop. I found the Uber history. She hadn't gone to the airport or the bus station. She'd gone to the Pendry Hotel downtown, only 5 miles away. The next few days were a masterclass in humiliation. I watched her through the digital breadcrumbs. She was too arrogant to cover. I saw the charges for high-end diners I'd never been to. Saw the texts on her synced iPad that she forgot to lock. She wasn't just cheating. She was laughing. Laughing at my loyalty, calling me predictable and boring to a man named Julian, some smug VP she'd met at a conference. When she finally came home, she was cold, manipulative. She acted like my presence was a chore. She complained about the house being messy while she was exhausted from nursing her mother. I watched her lie to my face for 3 hours, and that's when the loyal Mark died. The strategic Mark took over. I didn't confront her. I gathered proof. Every text, every receipt, every photo I took from the hotel lobby, where I saw them kissing near the valet stand. I met with a lawyer on Wacker Drive who specialized in scorched earth divorces. We didn't just plan a filing, we planned a demolition. The social exposure was the final blow. Her reputation was her oxygen. At her company's annual gala at the Langham, I didn't make a scene. I simply ensured that the tribute slideshow her assistant was running included a few extra files I'd slipped in. Photos of her and Julian at the hotel, and the texts where she mocked the company's CEO. I watched the color drain from her face as the room went silent. She looked at me, begging for a mercy I no longer possessed. I simply turned my back and walked out into the cold Chicago night. The house on Oak Street is quiet now. The locks are changed. The legal papers are signed. I lost the woman I thought I knew, but I found the man I needed to be. The silence isn't lonely anymore. It's just peaceful. The end.